War Brief Daily, July 8th, 2026. Here's what actually happened across the globe in the last 24 hours. Confirmed first. Lead story is Russia-Ukraine, and it's about escalation math. On July 6, Russia hit Kyiv again, its second major missile and drone strike on the capital in days. Ukrainian authorities confirm at least 20 civilians killed, 56 wounded. Russia's defense ministry says the targets were drone and sea drone production, armored vehicle plants, air defense repair facilities, and fuel infrastructure. Both claims are official. Neither is verified by the other side. Treat that split as it is. This follows an earlier Kyiv strike this window that killed 31 and wounded over 100. And here's the number that matters. Every ballistic missile Russia fired in that wave hit its target. Not most, all of them. That's not a headline about tragedy. That's a data point about a real gap opening in Ukraine's Patriot interceptor coverage. Ukraine answered. Timed directly to the NATO summit in Ankara, Ukrainian forces launched a mass long-range drone strike toward Moscow. Ukrainian MP Kira Rudik cites a figure north of 430 drones. Label that clearly. It's a political claim from a sitting legislator, not a confirmed Ukrainian Air Force count. But the intent is unambiguous. Pressure the Kremlin and send NATO leadership a message that Ukraine can still impose cost. That message lands differently after President Trump said publicly in that same Ankara window that this war doesn't affect the United States. Strip away the noise. That's a strategic signal problem for Kyiv, not just a soundbite. On the ground. Nothing geolocated in the last 24 hours. No confirmed territorial change. That's not a gap in our reporting, that's the story. This front has been frozen for weeks. The war has shifted from maneuver to attritional strikes on infrastructure and production. Remember that framing going forward. Second theater, Sudan and the Sahel, and this one's a human stakes update. UN Human Rights Chief Volker Turk issued a fresh red alert on El Obeid, capital of North Kordofan. His office documented 15 drone strikes there in 3 weeks, killing at least 45 civilians. His quote, direct to the Human Rights Council, "This warning is not a drill." World leaders are ignoring it. That's confirmed from an official UN statement. Separately, and this is army-sourced, not independently verified, Sudan's military claims it destroyed 224 RSF vehicles, ammo dumps, and fuel depots across 5 states, and retook the town of Kulbus in West Darfur after nearly 2 years under RSF control. Label that a claim, not a fact, until it's confirmed. What's not in dispute? Drone warfare remains the deadliest feature of this war. The UN put civilian drone deaths in Sudan this year alone at over 1,000. Third, Iran, Israel, and the wider Middle East. This theater stays in its post-ceasefire posture. No confirmed strike, launch, or naval incident in the last 24 hours. Iran's Joint Command is still warning vessels off the Strait of Hormuz to use designated routes or face a response. The Houthis are reasserting a partial blockade posture against Israeli-linked shipping in the Red Sea. Call this what it is. Brinkmanship continuation, not fresh escalation. Reporting here is genuinely sparse for the window. Indo-Pacific, the Caucasus, Latin America. Nothing verified and dated in the last 24 hours worth your time tonight. We're not padding a quiet picture. What to watch next? Does Russia's Patriot gap get tested again with another ballistic wave? Does Ukraine's Moscow strike draw a retaliatory answer before or after Ankara wraps? Whether Sudan's army claims around Kulbus get independent geolocation, and whether El Obeid's siege triggers any actual international response beyond statements. That's your War Brief Daily for July 8th. No spin, no noise, just intel. I'll see you in the next brief.